Microphone check. Leet Whale, what's happening, man? How you doing? I don't remember how to stream, man. It's been such a long time. Oh, Jesus. Oh. All my plants are dead. I don't know if I'm gonna get any more plants again. What the heck? What is happening here? Am I live? Yeah. All right. I'm on YouTube. I didn't see the chats. What's happening, everybody in YouTube? Lucas and Zed. How you doing? Thought you kicked the bucket? Nah. I was on vacation. Kinda. Anyways, I haven't done LeetCode in a long time. Not even signed in. Let's see, the last LeetCode I did was back in April, like 3 months ago. Davi Limac, what's happening? Brazil is in the house. How you doing, man? What should I do to get back into LeetCode? Should I do the daily problem? Something that I have solved before. I don't even know if everything's working. I hope my stream is going alright, audio-wise, video-wise. I'm just gonna continue. Akira Eclipse, what's happening? What are you coding? I'm about to do a LeetCode problem. I'm about to do the daily problem. It's right here. Count the number of complete components. You are given an integer n. There is an undirected graph with n vertices numbered from 0 to n minus 1. You are given a 2D integer array edges where edges I equal AB denotes that there exists an undirected edge connecting vertices A and B. A connected component is a subgraph of a graph in which there exists a path between any two vertices and no vertex of the subgraph shares an edge with a vertex outside of the subgraph. Blah blah. So this one they say, what are they asking? Number of complete components. So this one is 3, 1, 2, 3. This one is only 1. What is a complete connected component? A connected component is said to be complete if there exists an edge between every pair of its vertices. So I guess this is not complete because 5 does not have an edge to 4. Stream is good, but we are feels bad because the plants are dead. Nah, not all the plants are dead. Just a couple of them. They'll be alright. They're not actually dead, man. They're just outside right now. I haven't brought them back in. How do I do this one? It feels like I'm thinking of DFSing to see which group each component belongs to, but I'm trying to think about how do I know if it's a complete connected component. Like, there's an edge between every pair of its vertices. How do I know that? I guess it needs... like, if I'm going through, if I DFS this, I get these components in one group. Hit 3 nodes. Do I have to hit 3 vertices? Or 3 edges? I don't know. Look at the constraints here. So there's only 50 nodes. There are no repeat edges. High acceptance rate. I've solved this one before, but I don't know how to do it. I can find how many groups of components there are, and then once I have those groups, maybe I just need to check that there is an edge between everything. Alright, I'm just gonna start doing some bootleg stuff, and then maybe we can figure it out after. So I guess the first thing I'd want to do is create an adjacency list. I don't even remember how to do that, but 2D vector of size n. I'll iterate through all of my edges, and then it's undirected, so we gotta put them in each thing. So like that, maybe. Man, is anybody watching World Cup right now? You gotta let me know what's going on. Let me just put it on another screen real quick. Is it over? Who knows? Alright. Alright, adjacency list. That's what I just created. And then what am I trying to do after that? We need how many connected components? If I was just counting how many connected components, I would go through each vertex and DFS from that vertex. But before that, maybe I need some type of scene. Maybe. The Brits won? Oh man. I think everyone is rooting for Norway, huh? Except maybe people from England. Alright, how do I do this? I'm iterating through each vertex. If I've seen that vertex, maybe I should skip it because we've already put that thing into a group. How do I do this one, man? I feel like it's tripping me up because it's such a high acceptance rate, but maybe I can't look at acceptance rates for any signal for anything. Alright, if I hit 0, I'll hit 1, I'll hit 2. I'll mark those as seen. And then how do I know that? How do I know that there is a connection? I guess I could For each group, alright, I'm gonna do some funky stuff, man. I'm gonna do some funky stuff. Maybe instead of a vector here, I'll have a set. So each vertex will map to, oh, maybe I don't need that. Each vertex in the adjacency list should map to the size of the group minus 1. So this 0 needs to have 2 neighbors in its adjacency list. So this vector int size should be 2. I think I can make that observation since they say there's no repeat edges. They said that somewhere. Yeah, no repeat edges. I was gonna use a set so that I can look to see that there exists a connection, but maybe I can just skip that and count how many vertexes or vertices that each thing is adjacent to. So that means I'll need the size of each group. I've forgotten how to LeetCode, man. Let me make my DFS function. How do I do a lambda again? Is it like this? We'll see. Man, people don't even code these days, right? Why am I coding still? So I DFS into there. But I also want to collect like which things are there. And then I'll reset it every time I do a new DFS. So if I hit this DFS, I hit 0, and then I go to its neighbors, 1. And then I DFS, I hit the 2. And then I've seen everything. So in this group size is going to be 3. Should I have this return an int? No, I'll have it in group nodes. All right, here we go. So, so if we've seen it, we should just exit that DFS. And then we need to visit all of the neighbors in the adjacency list. How do I do that? I guess it's an int. Where does DFS? And then here I'll add it to the group nodes. All right, here we go. Steven Sagiball, what's poppin'? A long time no see. Why are you doing LeetCode? Show us pics? Man, I don't got any pics to show. I didn't take any pictures, man. Alright, my answer, DFS in group nodes. So I guess what I need to do is iterate over all the things in the group nodes. And then the size, I guess -1. I got pics, man. How was it? It was good. It was good. But I don't feel like coming back. Food is so expensive here now, man. I'm used to eating gourmet food every day, and now I gotta cook food at home. What are we trying to say? So if the size is not equal to I don't know if this is gonna work, man. So I DFS, collect all the nodes in that component, and then I go through all the nodes in that component, and I just check that the adjacency list size is equal to the group size -1. I think that might be able to tell. Oh Jesus. How the hell? I'm gonna forget to put size. Oh man. Alright, what is this saying? Oh, I don't mark it as seen. Alright. Let's see. First LeetCode in 3 months, man. It looks like LeetCode got some new updates too. I still got the mojo. I don't know, man. I kind of panicked on that problem. I wasn't sure how to solve it. I could probably make this better. Like, no, I think this is alright. I think this is good enough for me. Anyways, how you guys been, man? You guys been LeetCoding? Do people still ask LeetCode in interviews anymore? Is it all AI these days? Look at that, 50 days, 2026. Dang. Got a new badge. Alright, two months ago was my last one. Should I do some old contests that I missed? I guess I have a few months worth. There's one coming up in 3 hours that I'm not taking. But I'll start working my way down. So let me see the last contest I did, and I'll work my way to modern day. Or maybe I'll just work my way backwards from here. Weekly contest 509. That was last weekend. Let's see what's up. Am I ready to go right now? Yes, I'm ready. Brian Hernandez, what's happening from YouTube? Where have I been? I took some time. I had to go to Japan for a while, and then I had to go to Jamaica for a bit. But now I should be alright for the next few months. I have to go to a wedding in about 2 months, and then my schedule is pretty clear. Alright, this is weekly contest 509, Q1, sum of integers with maximum digit range. D. Stephen H. What's happening? Welcome. Wait, weekly contest 509, is this on hard? We're about to find out, man. You are given an integer array nums. The digit range of an integer is defined as the difference between its largest digit and smallest digit. For example, the digit range is 5. Return the sum of all integers in nums whose digit range is equal to the maximum digit range among all integers in the array. What the heck? So I gotta get the digit range of some number, right? And how do I do that? Min, I guess 10, 0. Should I do it like that? And then I will iterate through each digit. This is the digit x mod 10. So the minimum digit is the minimum of that, and the max digit is that. So then the range is just going to be that, the max minus the min. So for every number, I guess we want to what do we want to do? We want to get the digit range of that number, and it says we want to find the maximum range and I guess we should cache this. I don't think we really need to, but I'm gonna just do it anyways. And then now I'm going to iterate through the same numbers again. And I'm going to say if that is equal to the max range, then we add that. But can it overflow? Who knows? No, we're good. 100 and answer. All right, I think that should be all right. 60 something 990, send it. Easy. Do you learn any what was that say? Japanese? No, I did not learn any Japanese, man. Not anymore, at least. The last weekly contest was an anomaly. Like Q2 is a lot harder than usual. Oh no. Big Blaster, what's poppin'? Have you ever practiced behavioral interviews, or do you just grind or do the LeetCode grind? Big Blaster, I only do LeetCode, man. I don't really practice anything else. Roxanne, welcome to the party. I am back. Yeah, Big Blaster, I've never really practiced system design or behaviorals like that. But if I were to interview, I would probably practice those things, but I haven't interviewed in many years, man. All right, Q2. Leetwhale says this one is hard. Subsequence after one replacement. Crimea River got Google L4 phone screen on Monday. Any tips? Tips? Man, you don't have much time, but I'd say something that Google does differently than other places is when they give you an interview with the question, it's very ambiguous what the question says. Like, they don't really, you know, on LeetCode you get this function signature. Usually they don't even give you a function signature. Maybe they'll give you this, but it's up to you to decide what the inputs should be. And some questions it's obvious, like, oh, 2 strings, yeah, so maybe I'll have S and T for 2 strings. But other times it's not as obvious what the input should be. Sometimes they may be like, hey, you're given a deck of cards and so and so and so. And it's up to you to decide how to represent those deck of cards in your function and all of that stuff. And I think a lot of people don't really practice that usually because LeetCode gives you the function signature right there. So that's something to think about is like trying to create a nice function signature. You should also like ask a lot of clarifying questions. They purposely leave information out in hopes that you're going to ask questions about like the requirements or the constraints, and then they'll feed you more of the question instead of like giving you everything that you need to solve the problem. So you gotta, it's like really an interactive thing. At least it should be. I don't know if they've changed it since I've left, but you should be asking questions and making observations and asking if this is a reasonable assumption, you know, things like that. Calling things out. A lot of people accept it for Q2, but those stats are sussy. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Leet Whale. All right, let's see. Q2, can I solve it? You're given two strings, S and T, consisting of lowercase English letters. You may choose at most one index in S and replace the character at that index with any lowercase English letter. Return true if it is possible to make S a subsequence of T, otherwise return false. S, a subsequence. A to H. I don't know. I see what you're saying, Leet Whale. This is a little tough. I'm thinking, alright, what's going on in my head right now? So I'm trying to think if this is just a disguise for like edit distance or one of those problems. But I don't even remember what edit distance is, or Leviathan distance, or whatever it was called. Was it a version of that? So we're checking if this can be a subsequence of this. It says at most one, so that means it could be 0. So is this just edit distance then? I don't remember how to do that though. And if I remember right, edit distance is like n squared, man. At least the one I know. So that wouldn't work for 10 to the 5th. Alright. Let me think some other things here. Like, I don't know. So if we're here, I guess I'll use I and J. So we want this to match it something. P, L. Leet Whale says this one is kind of tricky. It feels tricky right now to me. Alright, let me peek ahead, man. Divisible game. Oh, Jesus. Alice and Bob. 5 points, both 5 points. Subsequence after one replacement. How do I do that? I'm guessing it could be like a take it or leave it, but I don't think it would work. Like, would it work? I don't think so. Leetwell says, this contest is not a great one. It's like a knowledge check contest where you either know tricks or you don't. Like Q4 is easy if you just copy and paste a template. And try other contests. Alright, Leetwell, I trust your judgment, man. If you don't think this is a good one. Edit distant type method should work there. Yeah, I haven't done edit distance in a long time though, but I think edit distance is n squared, right? And this is 10 to the 5th, but I don't know. Our Leewell says forget about this contest, man. It's controversial. Let me peek on Q4. So this is a template. Palindromic subarray sum. Alright, Elite Whale. I'm just gonna trust what you say. I'm gonna go to the next contest. Forget this one. We only did Q1. Let me see what people are saying. It must be controversial, this one, huh? Team 104, worst contest ever. Yeah. Worst contest ever, people are saying. I've had some pretty bad ones. Q4 is just copy and paste manicures for palindromes. I've heard of this algorithm, but I don't really know what it is. Alright, so you're saying pretty bad contest, but maybe bi-weekly 186 is better. Should we try it? Oh, do I have to stop the other one? Alright, forget the last contest. We'll start with this one. The other one, just a little warm up. Alright, unique middle element. You're given an integer array nums of odd length n. Return true if the middle element of nums appears exactly once in the array. Otherwise, return false. What's the middle element? Is it n over 2? Oh wait, this is not letters. This is numbers. Wait, I can just do it like that. I should check. So if here there's 3 elements, 3 divided by 2 is 1, and next one is there. So I think that's okay to have mid like that. It should be true and false. Should I send it? Easy. All right, next Q2, maximum valid pair sum. Blue Cactus AI, what's poppin'? How you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome to the party. You're given an integer array nums of length n and an integer k. A pair of indices ij is called valid if they're in range, and j minus I is greater than or equal to k. Return the maximum value of nums I plus nums j among all valid pairs. 10 to the 5th. So how do you do this one? So this is basically saying two indices need to be a k distance apart. So it's like needs to be. Should I use a Alright, I'm thinking, should I use some type of priority queue with lazy deletion if it's greater than k steps away? Or how else can I do that? K steps away. All valid pairs. I just need to look back at the biggest number in the last k spaces. How do I do that though? Alright, this example 13528, k is 2. I say the best one is these two. 0, 1, 2. Alright, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try like priority queue where I'm storing the integer and its index, and then no, will that work though? I don't know. Sir Lord Good, what's poppin'? Long time no see. Yeah, it's been almost 3 months since I've done LeetCode and stuff. Alright, can I just remember the maximum? Alright, if I did, let me think. What am I thinking about? I just need to remember the maximum from 2 away. So if I did the biggest from here to here. I don't know, man. I feel like it should be easy. Why am I tripping though? It's because I'm so rusty. So all valid pairs. J minus I, that means the distance is, wait, greater than equal to k. Oh, so it's not within. It has to be greater than or equal to. The Bruce sales. What's happened? Any book recommendations? I'm not the guy to ask for book recommendations, man. What type of books? You mean like algorithm books, or like Harry Potter type books? Because I don't read either, man. Man, I've gotten real bad at LeetCode. Real bad if I can't figure this out. I plus j among all valid pairs. Sliding window maximums. What? I didn't think of that, but I don't know yet. Still trying to think through it. Smart coder in the house. What's poppin', smart coder? Welcome. Started my LeetCode journey in C. Hey, that's a little bit crazy, man. I don't think I would recommend that unless it's purely for entertainment purposes or something, or educational purposes. I wouldn't like plan to interview in C or anything. You'll figure this out, hopefully. I'm back, smart coder. I am back. I haven't thought about my streaming schedule for this time around, but I know it's gonna be different. I have to change things up. You'll get back in form quickly. Hey, hopefully. Is this live? This is live. This is live. What's happened? What changed? What do you mean? Nothing's changed yet, but it's changing. I just don't know when I'll be streaming. All right, my Monday, Wednesday, Saturday streams, my algorithm streams I won't touch. I try to never touch those. But all the other streams that I do, I might figure out something. I haven't decided yet. All right, maximum valid pair sum. Okay, so when I first read the problem, I was mistaken that it needs to be within k distance, but I think this means it needs to be, the distance needs to be greater than k. So we can only have, maybe that's why I was confused in the beginning. It's like this 2, we can only, it only becomes eligible like after a while. So with that new information, I think I can do it. Maybe what I'll do is have a stack or a queue. I don't know what yet. And then I'll put things in the queue. And then once the queue is at least k big, I'll pop the top off and I'll remember the maximum or something like that, right? So right now, they say the numbers are from 1 to something. So I'll put my number, instead of int min, I'll put like negative something. I don't know if this matters really. So then I'll be like, the best is nums I plus the max. And I'll remember the answer. Wait, let me think. Something like this, something. So if the queue, this might be off by 1. If it's greater than k, maybe. I'm gonna try that, man. Uh-oh. Q top. Is it front? Nine? That doesn't look right, man. 14. So maybe this is... For sure, it's like... Something ain't right. I'll get to it in a bit. I'm already knowing I solved a few problem sets on Code Wars, but that's it. Yeah, C's rough. Unless you're like working with C all the time. Wait, what? Ready for the contest tonight? Oh, me? No, I'm not ready. Leet Whale doesn't sound like he's ready either. I'm not taking any contest right now. I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. Is this off by one, man? Alright, why is my code whack? So if alright, let me try and see what's happening here. So I'm like here, my queue is empty. Now there's something in my queue. K, what's K? K is 2. Nothing happens yet. So these are my queue. So it must be greater than, because like these aren't valid yet. Let me put indices. No, this one is valid, right? So the size is 2. All right, greater than equal to sounds okay. I'm trying to remember the maximum. Can I do that? I think so. But it's not showing me what I think. Alright, let me do some C outs, man. I'm already feeling real bad about this contest. Max is 1. Come on, man. Come on. Alright. Should I send this? I'm feeling alright now. I'm gonna send it. I've already wasted too much time on that problem. First by misreading it, and then by having silly bugs. Alright. Simon, how do you debug a graph problem with print statements? Depends. Sometimes it's tough if the graph is really large, man. But if it's manageable with like 10 nodes or something, I'll just try and put a print statement in the traversal and check like stuff. Oops, I just closed something. I think debugging large graph problems are really difficult, man. And you should practice to debug with your eyeballs. I know sometimes I just put in a print statement like that, and it's like lazy and bad habits if you're practicing for interviews, because chances are you can't run your code and put print statements like that in an interview. You're going to have to like read through your code and try and find the bugs with your eyeballs. But I'm not interviewing, so I get lazy. Fluffy is in the house. What's poppin', man? How you doing? All right, Q3, minimum operations to transform binary string. You're given two binary strings, S1 and S2 of the same length, and you can perform the following operations on S1 any number of times in any order. Choose an index I such that S1I equals 0 and change it to 1. Choose an index I such that I is within range and both S1I and S1I plus 1 are 1s. Change both characters to 0. So we can change a 0 to 1, or we can change two 1s to a 0. Return the minimum number of operations required to make S1 equal S2. If it is impossible, return -1. I gotta think about this one. Yeah, how you doing, Fluffy? What's been up, man? Have you been LeetCoding? I remember last time we talked, maybe you're talking about doing your master's somewhere in Canada or something like that. Is that still happening? All right. I did not get in anywhere. Oh man. Trying in this here. What does that mean? But you currently have a job, so it's not like you're just waiting to go to school without doing anything, right? Dang, I didn't know getting into a master's program was crazy like that. I've never tried. All right, 11 and zeros, and we could just hit that one time and it's done. So how do I know what to do here? It's either take it or leave it. All right. I think I can do this. I think I can do this with a take it or leave it. So I'll iterate through S1. And if I is 0, and it should be a 1, we should change it to a 1. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. Let me see what the constraints are. It's tough for math, especially in Canada as an international student. Government limited study permits and universities would rather take undergrads that pay rather than grads that must be paid a TA salary and grant money. Grants are also highly politicized and mostly go to Canadians. I'm trying US and other countries besides Canada as well this year. Yeah, I don't know much about advanced degrees, man. But good luck. Yeah, I think we're talking about Germany or something like that last time, a few months ago. Math. I don't know anything about math. Alright, so they say S1 equal S2. Yes. I'm gonna call it DP, even though I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna say Germany, Brazil, Chile, Mexico, US, France, and Switzerland. Dang, Switzerland bumping. That's where all the big money ballers live, man. DP B Becca or B3KA. Becca? What's happening? DP? Short for dynamic programming. ETH Zurich is exceptional for math. Yeah, I know about ETH Zurich or whatever it's called. I had a few of my old coworkers went there. Also short for something else that we cannot say on stream. What's that, man? Short for dynamic programming. What was I trying to do, man? I was trying to say I'm gonna say if we're out of bounds, I'm gonna say true. Like, yes, it's possible. Wait, but we need minimum number of operations. Just turn -1 in that case. No. 0. I'm gonna return 0 because we're done and nothing else needs to be done. So, alright, for every index, we're gonna say if it's a 0, if S1 is 0, then we can flip it to a 1. This one's gonna be tough with all the different cases. Were the femboys in Thailand? Steven Sagabal, what are you talking about, man? Are you going to Thailand soon or something? Doing some research? Anyways. S1. You went to Taiwan? Yeah, I went to Taiwan, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Thailand. So we switch this, we go I+1. I guess we can say if I+1 is less than n and alright, this is a crazy if statement, man. I have to think about this for real. So if I+1 is in bounds and this is that and that is that and this is that, and that is that, then I want to go I+2. So then, do I even need DP in this case? Because there's no choice, man. If it's a 0, I must flip it. And if it's this case, I must flip it. I should just count. I don't even think I need any DP nonsense, man. I'm gonna just erase it. Oh wait, I'm gonna keep it up, but maybe I'll take out this part. I don't know if I'm just convincing myself of nonsense though. instead of I plus 1, I'll say ands plus plus, and then continue. And then I'll hit them with ands plus plus, I plus plus, continue. That's kind of like we're flipping it. And then we can say if this is not equal to that, return -1. Seems a little bit strange. All right, 1. Oh, example 2. Let me see what this is saying. 0 to 1. Oh, I see what they're saying. I see. All right, that changes things. So you could flip that. Or maybe I do need some type of DP then. Control Z. Let me think a little bit more. So 0. 0, 1 is S1 and 1, 0 is S2. M Colors. What's poppin'? Howdy. How you doing, man? How are you doing? So this one, they say we can flip that, and now this becomes 2 1s. So we can flip that. So 0, 0. And then and then 0, 1, we flip that, and everything's good now. It's a little tricky. I feel like I can do it, but it's not obvious to me how to do it yet. So every time we flip something, we shouldn't go forward. We should like reprocess things to see if we can do a new move. But how do I do that, man? All right, let me try this recursion thing again. So I have all right, if I have the index I and then I flipped, I have I plus 1 flipped, next flipped. I don't know. This one too hard for me? So if it was 0, 1, I could choose to flip this and continue, or flip it and stay. It's too difficult on my first day back. All right, so if we flipped it, then I'm gonna say flip and move. So I flip it and I go I plus 1, and those are false. Flip and stay would be like you flip it, or I guess it's you add 1. Flip and stay. I remains the same. I flipped would be true. I think this is gonna get messy though. And then the same thing here. Like flip and move or flip and stay. But instead of moving 1, I'd move I plus 2. I don't know. I gotta think about this because I gotta flip some things here too. Do you use C++ because it runs faster than language like Python, or was that the language you picked up at Google doing low-level stuff? I chose C++ because I wanted to work on infrastructure. I wanted to work on like basically a C++ team, so I decided to do LeetCode in C++. So I guess it's because it runs faster than other languages. It's the core reason why I chose it. Who did that? Don't don't defense. Thank you very much. How you doing, man? Let's see if this wall. I have some unanswered questions, man. Hey, one thing I fixed while I was away, my dang website wasn't working. Ever since I messed with some stuff on my server, I broke it, but I fixed it over the break, and now it doesn't like time out anymore. It used to time out so often. And it was some crazy settings. Wait, what am I doing? Add you for the two months? Do I give you 2? I have to check, but are you saying you deserve 3 subs right now? I'll do it. Look at that. Thank you very much, Don't Defense. At least this thing still works, the online thing. Hey, how have you been, Don't Defense? What's your summer been like? How's everyone been, man? I don't know how to do this. Because... Alright, I guess if I flipped, like... I guess we shouldn't try and check whether or not these things are right. We should just let that handle itself eventually. So if they're both ones, we can flip it. Let me think. This problem's too hard for me, man. I think I see it, but I can't gather my thoughts enough to come up with a nice solution. But I think I see... Maybe if I tried really hard, I could. But I don't know if I feel like trying really hard right now. Should I check Q4? Man, so many people. Q4. What do you guys think? Should I give it Q3 a real shot? Stay strong, lock in. Q3 first? Alright. Oh man. How you gonna do me like that, man? Alright, we can change a 0 to a 1. So maybe I shouldn't even check this. I should just say if it's a 0, we could flip it. So if we flipped it, we can only flip and move if... Man, it's gonna get super ugly. We can only flip and move if this is like that. Otherwise we can't go any further, right? Let me think. J Crispy, thank you very much for that sub. How you doing, man? And Sins Sasuke, what's happened? I am back. I am back. Just getting back, man. Clistar, thank you very much for the sub. Alright, let me add these subs, man. It's too many subs going on, but thank you very much. Need 3 stars too? Dang, everybody asking. Alright, J Crispy. Where's the name at? Thank you very much. Alright, Clistar. Should I give you 3 subs? Alright, thank you very much, Clistar. Look at that. You left us to join Anthropic with your LeetCode practice? No, man. I didn't join anybody. I left to go to Japan for a bit. And to go home to Jamaica for a bit. But now I'm back. I'm back doing LeetCode. And it's tough. Should have taken me with you to Japan and left me there? Hey, you should have left me there, man. Zombie Chow, what's poppin'? Also going to Japan soon? When are you going? And where are you going? How long are you going for? You know, these are very important questions. What's happened, Zombie? Yeah, I went for... How long? Late August, still figuring things out. Probably 1.5 weeks. Dang, you gotta stay longer, man. How was Jamaica? Felt good to be home. Yeah, Jamaica was good. As always. Nice seeing all my family. Looks like it's hot. Yeah, Japan is pretty hot. But they say it's not so super hot this year. At least not yet. I'd go in serious debt if I went to Japan. So much Pokemon. Nah. It's not that much. The Pokemon stuff, where you gonna buy some crazy cards or something? I went to a few Poke Centers. I bought a few packs of Pokemon cards, but nothing crazy, man. Each pack was like $2 or something. I didn't get anything good. What I did spend the most money on, I'd say, is Wagyu steaks. I went to a lot of yakinikus, maybe like 3 times a week. Too much Wagyu, man. Got sick of it. Every day, Wagyu, Wagyu, Wagyu. Tired of that shit, man. Get it out of here. Just give me some. Yeah, towards the end, I was like, man, I just want some regular cheeseburgers. How's your cholesterol? It's pretty bad, man. I don't even want to know what the damage was over in Japan. Grom cakes, what's happening? Where were you in Japan? I spent 4 weeks in Osaka and 3 days in Fuji and like 4 days in Tokyo. That's how it was. All right. You're supposed to IRL stream in Japan? Yeah, it's too much work, man. I don't know if I can be an IRL streamer. It's too much attention, man. Too much stuff out there. Got all that good home-cooked Jamaican food when you went home? Nah, man. My mom doesn't cook anymore. Nobody cooks anymore, man. But I did eat some good food at restaurants. What is there to do in Osaka? All I know is Kyoto and Tokyo. What's there to do in Osaka? I don't know. Universal Studios is there. They got an aquarium there. They got anything that any big city would have. I have friends there, so that's why I like to stay. I used to live in Osaka, so I have lots of friends. Sights to see, bars to go to, lots of bars in Osaka, lots of bars in Japan in general, man. Cooking is dead, we only vibe cook now, man. My mom has retired from cooking, so she says she can't be bothered. Alright, I gotta try and solve this problem. So one. I gotta try and solve it. So I'm saying if we flip it and move on, we do that. But we can also flip it and stay. And then for the other case, we can, I guess the same thing, flip and move. If we flipped and moved, then this, you go to the next one. I guess we can only flip and move if alright, but this is a string, so this is gonna be a 1. Man, how do I flip? How do I flip that character, man? I'm thinking if I should just convert this to zeros and ones, like vector 0 1s, because the strings are a little bit difficult to deal with this Boolean flip. Unless I make some weird function that will, I'll make a weird function. So if it's 0, that's a 0. That's also a 0. That's true. So if it's a 0 and we're flipped, it's also a 1. Alright, maybe something like that. Ricky Wong in the house. How you doing, man? It feels weird to have this streak. Yeah, my first stream in like a long time. Still got the streak. Thank you very much, Ricky Wong. And thank you for type blazing as well. I haven't gotten into my type blazer groove yet. I'm still trying to figure out my house, like my house routine, man. Plants are all over the place. I haven't even unpacked fully. It's a lot to do. You missed a lot of chaos in the AI world. US government put export control on the latest Anthropic model, Fable 5, but now it's back. Yeah, I saw all that stuff. I unfortunately did not try Fable the first time around, but I've tried it since. Ricky Wong still gives me nightmares at night? What? Oh, Ricky Wong on the Type Blazer. Did you move again? No, I didn't move again, but it feels like it because I was away for so long, man. My house doesn't feel like home anymore because it's been so long. So what I'm checking 0 here. Man, this problem's too confusing for me, man. I can't do it right now. Trying to read chat, trying to remember all these things in my head. It's too much. Lee Wales says I got this. I don't think I got this. Fable eats tokens so much. I get out of my $100 thing in like 2-3 prompts. But does it do a lot of work for the $100 thing? What is a $100 thing? Like max 10x or whatever, 5x? Doesn't feel like it. Dang. I haven't been vibe coding much, but I'm about to get back on the train, man. Alright, man. Alright, Leet Wheel. What am I trying to do here? Maybe you can understand what I was trying to do. So I'm trying to check if this is a 0. But why am I checking if it's 0? So then I can flip it. Looking forward to the vibe coding stream. Also enjoying these traditional coding streams. Dang, that's what they call this now? Traditional coding? Hey, is anybody actually coding anymore? From what it sounds like. I talked to one of my old coworkers the other day. It sounds like nobody's coding, man. No, nobody codes anymore. Honey R2P. Any Indian? What do you mean? Any Indians here? There's always a few. I don't know who exactly, but there's always some. Artisanal coding. Yeah, is it worth it anymore, guys? Should I stop LeetCoding? Honestly, when I try to stare it lately, I actually feel like I need to get out of the loop. Kind of depressing in a way. Wait, what? What do you mean by that, Blue Cactus? I got Cloud Code access at work just about 2 months ago and really stopped writing code. It's awful. I don't think anybody codes. You could stop LeetCoding, but you need to replace it with some other brain exercise. You think my brain needs exercise, man? Kivuit Mutugi. Walk on. Greetings from Kenya. What's happened, man? I heard you guys run fast in Kenya. Well, far and fast. I've never been. When is the last time you read a book? Who knows? It seemed like before it would make mistakes and I needed to steer it, but now it's beyond the scope of my human brain and I feel like I'm slowing it down. I see what you're saying. Is reading a book brain exercise? Person I did greedy for this problem. There's just an edge case. I guess it depends on the book that you read. I mean, does it have to be a book or can it just be words? 'Cause I read a lot of words. Where are you from? I'm streaming live from Canada. But I'm from Jamaica, born in Jamaica originally. Lived all over. I read Twitch chat, yeah. I read internet comments. I read Twitch chat. I read the menus on DoorDash. Stuff like that. Books so you exercise your memory and your understanding of the story and attention span. Can you exercise that? Alright, Leet Whale says he did greedy. So it's like, as soon as you see a 1, you flip it. No. As soon as you see a 0, you flip it. For sure. Just keep flipping it. I don't know. Chris Gale Country. Chris Gale? Who's that, man? Is that like a cricket player or something? I guess. Yeah. I don't watch cricket, but yeah. I guess so. You have to consider what the character is S2 in S2 is. Alright, so as soon as I see a 0 and the other thing is a 1, for sure. Why wouldn't I flip it? No. I guess you could flip that in either case. Because this could be a double 1 and then you could flip that to be a 0. I don't know, man. Alright, don't defense. What else can I do to give my brain more exercise? What do? You don't do LeetCode still, do you? I play video games, man. Does that count? Alright, this problem is too much for me, Elite Whale. Too much, too soon. I think it's too much context for me to keep. Video games don't count? It's crazy. Try Q4. Alright, let me try. Unless there are puzzles like Baba Is You. Never heard of that game. Dang, overwhelmingly positive game that I've never tried? That's crazy. It's crazy talk, man. I thought I played them all. But it's kind of old. Hepta 5 in the house. What's poppin'? Yeah. Man, you gotta stop saying that. Some people think you're tripping, man. Alright, let me read this problem. Count distinct ways to form target from 2 strings. You are given 3 strings, word 1, word 2, and target. Your task is to count the number of ways to form target by choosing characters from word 1 and word 2 under the following conditions. For each character of target, choose 1 matching character from either word 1 or word 2. Then, the chosen indices from word 1 must be strictly increasing. The chosen indices from word 2 must be strictly increasing. At least 1 character must be chosen from both word 1 and word 2. 2 ways are considered different if, for at least 1 position in target, the chosen character comes from a different string or a different index. Return the number of ways. Maybe I can solve it. I'm thinking. Let me try and figure out what I'm thinking. Wait, Hepta 5 says I got an ICT 5 offer from Apple. Gonna leave Salesforce. What? What's ICT 5 at Apple, man? Let's see. Levels, FYI, still a thing. Where's Apple at, man? Wait, how do I work this website? I'm gonna hit Apple. Nobody wants Shopify in there. Put Salesforce up there. Oh dang, a 5 is like a 6 at Google. You're a principal. Oh, so you're like, I guess it tracks. Very nice, man. But hey, isn't Apple still considered big tech? Won't you be dealing with the same things? I guess it will be a new environment, new people, so at least it will feel a little bit interesting for a while before you go back to that big tech hatred. Garbage work culture. I know I'll hate it, yeah. Hey, Apple's a big company. There might be, you know, the perfect team somewhere in there for you. Maybe you're joining the org that aligns with everything you ever dreamed about. Anyways, congrats. At least you're only doing this for 4 years, then you're out. Then what? Like retire and move somewhere cheap? or maybe not move because you have so much money and you don't need to move anywhere cheap. Alright, here's what I'm thinking for this problem. Word 1, word 2, target. So I'm thinking I have some function, an I and J. And the target. So A, Ricky Wong, thank you very much. Ricky Wong. Wait, there's no I. Hey, thank you so much, Ricky Wong. Two-star general out there. You look deep in thought. I'm always trying to be deep in thought, man, but it's all good. Alright, so we have this target. So maybe I need to map every character to the indices that they appear in word 1 and word 2. And then we just take it or leave it, man. Take it or leave it. That's what I'm gonna do. I might have duplicates, but I'll try and figure that out when I get there. I didn't really think it through, but we're gonna try. So I need to map each character to the indices that they appear at. How do I do that? Vector int char index 1 26. Alright, so char index 1. How do I do this, man? Word 1 I minus A dot push back the index that it appears at. Yes. Yes. Word 1 and word 2 same length? No. I need another one here. Okay, so now I have, let me try and draw what the things look like. So this would be like A0, B1, C2. This would be B0, A1, C2. Do they still make you write code in an interview at that level? Hey, good question. I think maybe at least one round of coding, but perhaps it's not weighted as heavily as the other rounds. But I don't know, I'm not that level, man. Alright. So we have these built. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make that DP thing where so this is our index I. Maybe we need another int. Man, how big can 100? So I'm gonna call this I1, I2, Not very good names, but I think they'll do. So if I is greater than n, I'll say n is our target. Is it size or length? Man, don't defense says I gotta read books if I stop LeetCoding. It's crazy. I gotta do some brain exercise. That's not playing video games. Anyways, if we go greater, that means we're done. And we can return. Should we return 0? Should we return 1? I think we should return 1. Otherwise, now we need to decide which ones we're gonna take. And I can go only increasing, so we gotta do like some upper bounds or something like that on I1. I need to cache as well. Alright, so let's try and make this easier. So the character at the target is this. And then I guess we could be like, how do you do this? Char. So I'm trying to binary search on these indices. I'm trying to use an upper bound, but I don't remember how to do any of that. Do I just type upper bound? Begin. So I'm trying to scan that. And then I'm trying to scan for I1. It's too hard to read, man. Too hard to read all this junk. But there's so many possible letters that we could choose. Do I try them all? Do I try them all? I don't know, man. I'll just keep on keeping on for now. So I found that. This becomes that. I'm gonna just copy this, man. Some whack code right here. Super whack code. Wait. I don't think this is right because it's only going to the next character. It's not going to every possible character that it could. Man, how do I format this? Format the code. Been a while. Q9 PSG. What's happening? It's been a while, man. I'm super rusty. This is gonna be a quick stream too, man. I got things to do tonight, and I'm not really in shape right now to stream. My streaming endurance is really low, and my attention span is not great either right now. So I haven't done any modding or anything, but I don't even know if this is gonna be a right solution. I don't even know where I'm going wrong. Feeling probably somewhere in here. Streaming endurance is a real thing. Takes a ton of brain energy. Yeah, man. When I first started to stream, I really struggled to hit like 2 hours. And then, I don't know, maybe after like 2-3 months, I was able to hit 2-3 hours consistently. Hydrate. Dang, I don't even have water, Elite Whale. I don't even have water here today. I got no brain juice. Should I go get some water? Alright, I don't even know where this is tripping. Runtime error. C minus A. 26. Alright, get some water. Alright, be right back. Leet Whale, thank you very much for that hydrates. Cheers. Alright. I'm trying to find my bug, man. $26. Oh, you know what? Could be this. No. Could be. I don't know what to do. It could be that dereference, so it's like no. Oh, I+1. Let's see what's happening, man. It's just non-stop recursion. Zero. Hold on. Three? How's it going to 3, man? The target size is 3. Oh, maybe that's greater than equal to. Alright. Clearly not correct. We could do A. Oh, it needs one from each. Wait, A, B, C. Alright, let me think. So it's coming in. It's saying this is 0 for the A right there. B. Man, how am I only returning 1 though? Oh wait, that's something wrong there. Now I have 6. That's because there's probably one case where it just goes ABC from one word and did not take anything from the other word. So I have to say if I1 Alright, so that's 5, yes. 4, yes. Let me take a, wait, let me take out these C outs, messing me up right now. Do you use Vim? I do not use Vim. I'm not really into tweaking out my typing experience that much, man. I like to use my mouse. 2, and 1. Alright, I think I'm gonna cache this. How are we gonna cache it, man? I guess on I, and I. Or on target, word 1, word 2. Let me try and make this crazy cache. Vector, vector, vector. Cache of size. N. Vector, vector of size N1. Vector, and then this one is of size N2, negative 1s. So then oh, should I give it a +1 for good luck? I think so. Especially because I pad these, or I have to pad N1 and N2, I1 and I2 with a 1 because I set them as -1 initially. And then I have to mod. So that's the mod. All right, let's see. Try to send it. All right, we got 5. The answer should be 5, 4, 2, 1. 5, 4, 2, 1. Here we go. Do or die. It's probably gonna overflow somewhere or something, man. 100% sure there's some edge case that I missed. Expected 3. Oh yeah, that's the thing. We talked about this where it only takes one of those things where it should probably take all of them. Let me think. How can I do that now? Maybe while and let's try that. Let's use this test case. What was it? Answers 3. Look at that. 3. Very nice. Should I send it one more time? I'm gonna send it. Getting closer, but we just overflowed. And we overflowed right here. But after this, might be good. Might be too slow though. Oh, look at that Q4. It's been a long time since I did a Q4. A little bit janky, but not bad. I guess not bad. Easy clap. Thank you, Leet Whale. I think that problem was nice. Just at my skill level, I think. Alright, should I try this other one now? The one that got stuck on. I think I know what I need to do. I just don't really feel like doing all that right now. Hey, what's going on out there in the World Cup? Argentina versus Switzerland. That's what's going on. Nobody wants Argentina to win, right? Or does everyone want Argentina to win? I don't know. You can try other problems. I don't know, man. Should I try some other problems? Or should I call it a day? Lindor Codes, what's happening? Welcome. Do the daily? I just did the daily. What you talking about, man? Oh, the new daily. Alright, one shot. Rank transform of an array. It's been a while. I don't know if you remember me. You used to chop it up on Twitch. Maybe I remember. Was your name the same on Twitch? Or what? Yeah, I haven't streamed in a few months, so this is kind of like, it's been a while for me too. Sort problems based on acceptance for a particular diff and solve them. It would be easier. What do you mean? Prisma, welcome. It would be easier in like what? I'm not really targeting easy problems though. I'm trying to find problems that are a good level for me. But I'll do this one real quick. In one shot, Leet Whale says. Given an array of integers R, replace each element with its rank. The rank represents how large the element is. The rank has the following rules. Rank is an integer starting from 1. The larger the element, the larger the rank. If two elements are equal, their rank must be the same. Rank should be as small as possible. I guess so. It's ranking them. If you fail to one shot, you have to play one bomb game. Oh Jesus! All right. It was West on Twitch. West. Do I remember that name? But wait, how am I supposed to remember you if you had a different name on Twitch, man? But yeah, I think I generally remember all of my interactions on Twitch, so I probably do remember. It will be progressive in the sense you will be facing difficulty in progressively. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Prismo. Alright, so first we gotta figure out what the dang rank is. And then try and do some stuff like that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a set. The set is already sorted from smallest to largest. So that means if I just iterate through them, does that mean they're already good? And it starts from 1. And then now they want me to replace in that thing. Can I do that? And if this is not right, we gotta play a bomb game. Maybe it was Code with West. Yeah, I remember Code with West, man. For sure. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I haven't really stopped elite coding in the 5. Man, I've been streaming for 5 years now. That's crazy. And I haven't stopped too long. I think a few months is probably the longest break I've taken. Like 3 or 4 months. Alright, will this work, man? I'm gonna try. Oh, Jesus. I thought it was gonna fail, man. Very good. Not bad. There must be... I mean, my runtime is terrible. There must be a easier way we can get that. But it's all good. Anyways, man, I don't know if this is gonna be a full-on stream tonight. This is just me trying to get back in the swing of things. I always get a little bit nervous streaming again for the first time in a while. I don't know, I get too comfortable not being on camera, and then being on camera is not a good vibe for me. But after like 1 or 2 streams, it feels normal again. So I guess like Monday, things should probably be okay. Welcome back. Hey, thank you. I don't know if I'll be doing vibe coding too much anymore. I might try a month where I'm focused off camera and see how that works for me. I haven't really tried to focus much off stream. This year I've done a few vibe coding things where it's all online. But I might switch it up for a little bit to see how that works. But I'll always do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday algorithms for sure. I had another dream about Mitt Romney. Steven Sagiball, I didn't know you had a first dream about Mitt Romney, man. What kind of... Is this a safe for work dream? What are you dreaming about, man? That's crazy. Look at that. 2 streak right now. You know what I'm about to do, man. I'm about to go watch Conor McGregor and Holloway. Did you go to onsen? I did not go to an onsen this time. Wait, I stopped telling you my dream since you left to Asia. Wait, what? I didn't know. I didn't know you told me your dreams all the time. Alright, you want to hear what I did? I went to Taiwan, I went to Korea, I went to Japan. What did I do? In Taiwan, should I pull out the... My notes. How do I get my notepad out here? What is this notebook? I have notes? Where's the playground? Which country was your favorite? Japan, of course. I have never clicked on the notebook before. Yeah, I don't even know what that was, Elite Whale. I was like, what the heck kind of notes? So I went to Taiwan. I don't even know how to spell it. I went to Korea. I went to Japan. In Taiwan, I don't even remember what I did, man. I went to Cat Village. I ate some Din Tai Fung. I think it's overrated. Oh yeah, Elephant Mountain. Or whatever it's called. And I don't even remember what else. Some other place near Cat Village. Is that like Cat Cafe? It's like a whole town dedicated to cats. It used to be a mining town. The Spirits of the Way town. Yeah, I don't know the name of that. Some starts with a J. Taiwan was cool. I think. Oh, I went to some palace from the dude that made Taiwan. Korea. What did I do in Korea, man? Went to Seoul. Went to Jeju. Saw Hanyo's. Whatever. Diving old ladies. What else did I do? Steven Sagball, what you speaking Korean? I guess that goes under there. I would go back to Jeju Island in Korea. I don't know if I'd go back to Seoul though. Yeah. Volcano. Seoul. I don't even remember what we did. Han River, ramen, some other stuff. Went to the palace. Oh yeah. Some palace. Some fake waterfall. You don't know hello in Korean? Nah, I don't want to speak Korean, man. I didn't learn any Korean. I'm not gonna lie. And then in Japan, what did I do? Universal Studios, Japan. Aquarium. At least learn hello and thank you. Yeah, I remember what they were when I was there, but I forgot what it was when I left, you know. What did we do in Japan, in Osaka? Ate lots of Wagyu and sushi. Oh yeah, lots of Uniqlo shopping. I'm gonna send you a pic. Don't show it on stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dare bit me. Went to Naro. Bit me real bad. Left like a bad bruise, man. Went to Kyoto Monkeys. I have some pictures, but I don't know where they're at. Coco Curry House, yeah. Is that all we did for 4 weeks in Osaka? Oh, you know, went to actually, I don't remember. Oh yeah, went to the castle. What did we do in Mount Fuji? Some music forest. Bunch of waterfalls. Rented a car. You was a Kyushu. Yeah, I did actually. Went. Oh, here went to Fukuoka. Took an overnight ferry. And that's like Kyushu or something. I didn't really spend any time in Fukuoka, man. We just rented a car. Went to some gorge, Takashiho Gorge or something. I sent the pics. You can show them if you want. You just told me not to show them, man. What pics you sent? Oh, dang. Your Japanese pics. Very nice. Oh, you went to Osaka. Do you eat this thing in Osaka? Wait, which thing? McDonald's? Went to the Ghibli park. Yeah, I went to Ghibli, wherever park somewhere. In the weird egg thing. Can I show? What is that, man? I did not eat that. Or that looks like omu rice with some beef on it or something. Weird egg thing. Osaka Classic. The only Osaka classics I know are, I don't even remember, Okonomiyaki or whatever it's called. Some of my old friends, I guess. Takoyaki, yeah. Spoon XR, yeah, that's one. I like takoyaki. Should I tell you my favorite food place in Osaka? Where's that? So that's basically my trip. Tokyo didn't do anything. Shopping. Sanrio Land or whatever. Did I do anything else in Tokyo? Oh yeah, Team Labs. I accidentally bought an expensive Uniqlo suitcase from that Walmart place they have. GU. Yeah, I bought a lot of Uniqlo clothes, man. Anyways, quick summary of my trip. Maybe sometime next week I'll share some pictures or whatever else. Oh yeah, lots of Don Quixote. That's pretty much it. Let me see if I have any pictures on my phone I'm willing to share right now. No, I don't have any pictures, man. No, we don't have any pictures. Next time. And then you guys got any good Pokemon pulls? I don't know which Pokemons are bumping, man. So I bought like so many packs, Pokemon card packs, and nothing looked bumping. And I guess I went to Jamaica after this. So it's been lots of traveling for the last few days, man. And now I'm finally home. I'd say my favorite place for sure, Osaka, but maybe that's because I have friends there and I know the area the best and all of that, you know. I do like being around Mount Fuji. I think just looking at Mount Fuji makes me very happy. Do you go to the crossing? Shibuya? Yeah, I went to Shibuya. A little bit underwhelming. Or the cat? Which cat? Some Tokyo cat? I didn't really do much in Tokyo, man. By then we're tired. The place was small, the place that we had. Mostly tried to just pack our suitcases by then. Anyways, that's it, that's all. Sent the cat. The cat. I don't remember that cat. Yeah, who knows where that cat is. Alright, man. That's it for me today. This is just, I don't know how you say. Should close the stream with some music. You know I can't play music on stream, man. Should I click it anyways? Oh, Don Quixote music, man. My wife loves Don Quixote. I think it's alright. I bought a lot of junk at Don Quixote, man. Too much junk. Yeah, anything good? Nah, I don't think we bought anything. I didn't buy anything expensive. I just bought junk clothes on sale. I should have bought something expensive, man. Claw machines are a scam. Yeah, we didn't win any claw machines. We didn't buy any crazy Pokemon cards or Japanese only things. No Japanese whiskey or nothing, man. Just Uniqlo clothes. Uniqlo was like half price than what it is over here. Anyways, I guess that's it for today, man. I'll be back on Monday. This is just a warm-up stream. And I have to update my websites. I have to answer questions. I gotta get back into the groove of things, man. But tonight, I'm over it for now. Should I raid somebody? Howling is on. I'll go raid Howling. Dang, 8 hours of LeetCode. It's too much LeetCode. Anyways, guys, I'll be back on Monday for LeetCode algorithms. Monday night. I don't know when I'll be vibe coding again. Maybe the week after that or something. But I'm just trying to get back into the algorithms grind, and then I'm trying to be productive off stream. We'll see how that works though. Anyways, Spoon XOR, Steven Saggyball, Elite Whale. Thank you very much for tuning in. Clistar, I'll see you soon. Hepta 5. Adios, amigos. Everybody who's lurking. I'll see y'all another time, man. You guys want to see how my place, nothing on my shelves. My prize plant is not looking too great anymore. It's kind of dying out on me. We'll try and get it back up to life, but it's gonna be a long road, man. Save them? Yeah, I'm gonna try. We'll see how it goes though. Oh, everybody from YouTube, adios. Lindor Codes, Kivuits, Wagwan. I'm about to leave, man. That's what's about to happen. See you guys Monday. I'll be doing more LeetCode on Monday, but for now, I'm gonna go watch TV and chill and stuff.